waste the week and get some gains. So I want to talk about the biggest price of crash dieting. If you've watched some of our other lives, you've seen, hey, you've got to pay the price. You want to get promoted in life, you got to pay the price. You want to be a great dad, you got to pay the price. You want to be a great bodybuilder or a great downhill skier, you got to pay the price. So what is the price for crash dieting? Okay, and I'm going to define crash dieting as more than a 500 or 600 calorie a day deficit. Okay, so a pretty aggressive deficit. That's probably on the more lighter end, but I mean, I've seen 1,000 calorie a day deficits. I've done 1,000 calorie a day deficits. We'll say 600 or more. Okay, so you got an event, you're like, man, I let myself out, I'm gonna crash diet, dude. I am just gonna make this happen. Okay, so a couple myths. You will lose fat. I mean, that's great. That's not a myth. That is fact. A couple facts. You will lose fat. Absolutely. Amen. You're gonna do it. Okay? But what's the price that you're going to have to pay? That fat loss isn't going to come free. Okay? It's not going to be like UNICEF or, hey, free fat loss. The price that you're going to pay for that fat loss is you're going to give up some other areas that might be more important to the big picture. Okay? Most people, when they want to lose fat, they don't want to just be like the skinniest person in the world. That's not their goal. They want to look good on the beach. They want to sport some abs. Maybe they want to win a show. They want to feel better. They want to be lighter on their feet. Whatever. Okay? Well, just losing fat alone. Let's just take physique for a standpoint. Just crash dieting, losing fat alone. Is the price that you're going to pay for that going to be that low calorie dieting? A good physique? Well, oftentimes, because of the crash dieting, what happens to the physique? Okay? And I'm talking crash dieting, like, it's hardcore. What happens to physique? Well, your body's going to respond to that crash dieting, and it's going to start to lose fat, mobilize body fat, go through your glycogen and mobilize fat. Cool, sounds great, it's a goal. But it's also going to increase cortisol. Okay? What would happen if I went in your bank account and just grabbed $1,000? You know what I mean? Dude, you're going to go into freak out mode. You're going to be like, what? You're going to go get your shotgun. I mean, it is all out. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I just go and grab like a penny from you, you're going to be like, what a jerk. I mean, that guy can steal a penny. It's probably not going to impact you. Well, your body's the same way, so think of your body like a big bank account. If you're trying to take $600, $1,000 a day withdrawal from it, it's going to have, and the number one thing that's going to happen there, or a few things that are going to happen, is your cortisol is going to go up. Okay? Not a bad thing. Cortisol actually helps your body lose fat, but it's going to go up a little bit higher because it's at a little bit more at an alarming rate than if you were just doing, say, a mild deficit of 300, 400, maybe even 500, okay, calorie deficit. So that's going to happen. Now, how is that going to make our physique look? Okay, well, if we're crash dieting for a while, for a few weeks to get this fat loss, we're going to have chronically elevated cortisol because your body's like, what the heck? Okay? And you're going to need that cortisol to lose the fat. So now maybe you're holding a little bit more water, okay, and you're like, dude, man, what the heck? I am not looking how I thought I would look, even though you're losing the fat you wanted, okay, from the crash dieting, all right? Now let's go. So that's one price you're going to pay, okay? You're probably going to have a watery look, unless you're the most stress-free individual in the world. But look at what goes along with crash dieting. It's not just very low calories. You're going to increase your caffeine. You know you're going to do it, okay, because you're going to be a little bit more tired, all right? You're going to probably increase your cardio, okay? If you're crash dieting, you're probably doing it for a reason. You're freaking out about a photo shoot coming up, so you've got that elevated stress. So it's not just the crash dieting. It's going to bring, the crash dieting is going to invite all its other metabolic stressors along with it and just have a big metabolic stressing party, all right? And part of that party is going to be chronically elevated cortisol. So that's price number one, okay? Price number two is, I do this, and I see people do this all the time in all areas of life. We're all chasing that fast nickel. We are all chasing that, hey, I got Vegas in 4 days. I'm chasing a fast nickel right now. I'm crash dieting right now. So I judge not. And in this video, I'm telling you what my price that I'm paying. High cortisol is going to be one, okay? So I'm trying to manage other areas of stress to combat that. Two is that slow dying for a lot of us is to have a great physique, right? Well, having a great physique isn't about being the leanest, most emaciated person on the face of the earth. It's about having balance, symmetry, muscle, okay? That popping look, good balanced shoulders, lats. Basically, we're just going to say muscle. Well, you are definitely, if you're crash dieting, you are going to be borrowing from the muscle category big time, okay? That's price number 2. Your slow dying, as I like to call it, because fat we can lose in a week. Muscle we're not typically building in a week. You know what I'm saying? So that's number 2. And I call that your slow dying because muscle is built over time. So if you have 2 individuals, and one's always chasing that fast nickel, they're crash dieting, look good for a shoot, okay, then they're back to their normal. Then crash dieting, then back to normal. Or maybe they're overeating, and then they're up and down. That person's always chasing that fast nickel. We're looking at the person over here chasing the slow dying. They're slowly growing muscle. That muscle's pushing out against some of the body fat that they have, and they're looking leaner because that muscle is pushing against the fat. They're looking healthier. And the person over here is chasing the fast nickel is looking at the person chasing the slow dying, and they're like, man, why do you always look good 24/7, man? You always look good 365. Because the person chasing the fast or the slow dying isn't doing the crash dieting at the expense of putting on muscle. They're slowly putting on muscle. So that's price number 2, okay? If you're going to crash diet, you're going to pay the price of putting on muscle, and at the very least, muscle fullness. You're just not going to have good, full muscle bellies because you're on such very, very low calories, okay? I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not even saying it's unhealthy, but that's the price you're going to pay. So higher cortisol, which could make you not have the desired look that you want, and then long-term muscular gains, okay? The third price that you may pay, and I find this more so in leaner individuals than heavier individuals, and it's typically the leaner individuals that kind of a lot of times do the crash dieting, because they're up, they're down, they got this going on and then that going on, okay, we overeat sometimes, and then we feel guilty about it, so we want to crash diet, okay, so the third price that you're going to pay in crash diet could be quality of life. Just flat out expect, again, this is more in the leaner individuals, but I'm talking just lower energy. And that typically goes with the price number 1 if crash dieting is inviting all of its other friends along with it, the high caffeine, the very high cardio, or not balancing intensity with volume training, so you're just throwing the book at your body. You're going to suffer some lulls in energy, which is going to start to impede fat loss. So that's going to stress you out because you're like, dude, I'm not getting the fat loss I'm formulated for because my non-exercise activity thermogenesis is so low, and your body's just working against you. It's still possible to do it, but your body's going to be working against you. And again, that's typically when cortisol invites along its other high metabolic stressors. So those are the 3 prices that you're going to pay. So sometimes if you've gained a little bit too much fat, and again, I am confessing right now. You guys are all my clergy, and I'm confessing. I put on a little bit more fat than I wanted to, okay? So now I have the choice. I can pay these 3 prices, crash diet to get the fat off, okay? I can do that. Or I can say, you know what, I'm going to slowly take this fat off because I want to chase the long dying. I don't want to chase the fast nickel anymore. Okay, I want to chase the long dying and put on muscle in the off season or just in general. Not have elevated, crazy high cortisol, and not be a zombie from low energy. I can't tell you how many times this past season where I showed up either to a check-in or whatever, and people are like, dude, you're not yourself. And I'm like, sorry, I'll try. Give me 4 bangs, and I'll try to be myself. No one wants to live that way, man. That set of abs ain't worth that, especially when you can have that set of abs plus muscularity, plus decent energy levels, chasing the long time, okay? So hey, I'm not saying don't chase that fast nickel here and there. I'm not saying, don't go through a cutting phase, but remember, you're going to pay the price of potentially those 3 other things, particularly number 2, the muscle. You're going to pay that price. You're not going to be putting on optimal amounts of muscle if you're always chasing the fast, or while you're chasing, not even always, while you're chasing the fast nickel. You're not going to be on, really low calories, optimizing muscular gains. Okay? So hey, hopefully this made sense to you. You understood, and I'm giving you the choice. I am not saying good or bad, so please don't take that away. I'm not saying don't ever cut down from show. I'm cutting down for Vegas right now. We're going to support Derek Lunsford. Yes, that's awesome. Born and raised in Indiana. I'm crash dieting right now, and I'm willing to pay these 3 prices for the next 4 days. I'm willing to do that. Okay? But I can't fool myself and then come back at you guys 6 months from now, or come back at my coach and be like, dude, I'm not putting on the muscle that I want. Well, yeah, no kidding. You already paid the price because you were crash dieting. That money's gone and spent. Okay? So I just want to increase awareness for everyone so then you can make the right decisions for you, and you know the positive and negative ramifications of everything. So, hey, rock on. Kill your Monday.